After his mother's death, Helm's father married his secretary. Helm did not have a good relationship with his father and did not want to live with him and his stepmother. So he spent all his time alone in a treehouse in the nearby forest. Over time, he developed a habit of spying on people who came to the forest using binoculars. He would observe them and write about them in his diary, along with his personal thoughts. One day, Helm's stepmother found his diary and read it. She discovered that he had written about the people he spied on, as well as compliments about her beauty. Shocked by what she read, she confronted Helm in his treehouse. This led to a conflict, and Helm had to leave home. With no place to go, he spent the night hungry on the rooftop of a building. The next morning, while wandering the streets, Helm saw a woman named Kate. She looked strikingly similar to his late mother. The moment he saw her, he felt as if he had found his mother again. Curious, he followed Kate and saw her entering a hotel. He went in after her and learned that she was the hotel manager. Helm approached Kate and asked if there was any job available. After questioning him, Kate decided to hire him to work in the hotel kitchen. Desperate for work, Helm accepted the job and worked diligently. From the hotel, Helm noticed a clock tower and realized that from there, he could get a clear view of Kate's home. Since the clock tower was near the hotel, he decided to move into a small, abandoned room inside it. No one visited that space, making it an ideal hiding spot. Using his binoculars, Helm started spying on Kate from the tower every day, watching her dance and do her daily activities. One day, while observing Kate, she approached him at the hotel and asked if he liked his job. Helm replied that he enjoyed it, which made Kate happy. One night, while watching Kate from her rooftop through a skylight, Helm saw her with her senior colleague. He hid and listened to their conversation, realizing that the senior was married and had 2 children, confirming that he was having an affair with Kate. This revelation deeply disturbed Helm, as it reminded him of his own father. Feeling hurt and betrayed, Helm isolated himself in the clock tower. Overwhelmed by emotions, he decided to report his father's actions to the authorities. He filed a complaint and told the officer that his father did not support him. The next day, Kate called Helm to her office and offered him a job at the hotel's front desk. Helm accepted the offer and soon started enjoying his work. He even made a new friend among his co-workers. One day, while spying on Kate from the clock tower, her senior colleague noticed him. Realizing that Helm had been watching Kate, the senior angrily confronted him and threatened to report him to the police and get him fired. However, Helm confidently told him that he knew about his affair with Kate despite being married. Later, Kate invited Helm and his co-worker friend to celebrate her birthday. They planned to go to a bar that night. When the time came, Helm, his friend, and Kate went to the bar and started drinking together. Of the script. Helm's friend drinks a lot, so he leaves for home, while Helm and Kate continue drinking and talking. They drink for a long time, so Kate takes Helm to her house. Kate, being drunk, tries to get close to Helm, but he is not ready for it. They both go to sleep without doing anything. Helm sleeps next to Kate and thinks about how he used to just watch her from afar, but now he is lying next to her, which makes him feel good. The next day, Helm goes to work. Over time, Helm starts liking being with Kate, and she is also happy with him. One day, Helm climbs onto Kate's rooftop to see her and notices that his senior is arguing with her. His senior, in anger, tries to raise his hand at Kate. Seeing this, Helm gets furious and jumps inside through the skylight to stop him. However, his senior attacks Helm and reveals to Kate that Helm used to climb the clock tower daily to watch her from above. At first, Kate tells her senior to leave. After he goes, she asks Helm, "Were you watching me?" She then takes him home and asks, "Why were you keeping an eye on me?" Helm confesses, "My mother passed away 2 years ago, and I was devastated. I loved her dearly and could never recover from her loss. After her death, my father remarried, but I hated my stepmother. So instead of staying home, I lived in a treehouse in the nearby forest, where I developed a habit of watching people through binoculars. Over time, it became my routine. But when I moved to this city, Kate, I saw you." Helm continues, "Your face resembles my mother's, and seeing you reminds me of her." Meanwhile, his stepmother and father find his whereabouts through the police station, as he had filed a case against his stepmother. However, due to a lack of evidence, no action is taken against her. Helm's father then tells him that he has a huge debt and needs to sell some land to repay the loan. He asks Helm to sign the will, which his mother had left in his name. Helm suspects that his stepmother is behind all this, so he refuses to sign. This angers his stepmother, and she starts insulting him. Later that night, Helm recalls his stepmother's words, where she claimed that his mother's death was an accident. This makes him furious, and he plans to take revenge by drowning her in water. However, he soon realizes he is doing the wrong thing, so he pulls her out and apologizes. His stepmother then leaves. At this moment, Helm's father confesses that his mother had been depressed for a long time and had taken her own life. Helm realizes he was wrong and apologizes to his father for his behavior. He then takes a train to meet Kate, but she refuses to see him. She tells him, "I've never had a good relationship with anyone. Right now, I don't want to be in a relationship." Kate asks Helm to leave, saying, "You're still young. If you still want to be with me in the future, come back after a few years." Helm walks away with a smile on his face, thinking to himself that one day he will surely meet Kate again. And with that, the movie ends. Friends, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and share it and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon so you don't miss upcoming videos. See you in the next one. Till then, bye-bye, take care.